just welcome our audience here to our April meeting of the Design Review Board, and we appreciate your participation in this process. We will be reviewing our minutes for the last meeting, the minutes for March, and shortly I'll entertain a motion to approve or to revise those minutes. And then as we begin the meeting, some of you all have been here before, and we'll just ask that you, as your application is read by our secretary, we'll ask that you come to the microphone here and give us your name and your address. And then we may have some questions, and if you want to add anything, of course, you can do that. But we'll go ahead and review the minutes, and then we may want to look at our agenda and our sequence. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion we approve our minutes of the work session and the regular meeting of March 1st, 2016.
Second.
As written.
All right, thank you. We have a motion and a second to approve the March minutes for the work session and the meeting. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Okay, the minutes are approved. And then I think we had a request that perhaps we move one of the item B1, I guess, from the Historic Overlay District up to the first agenda item. And if you all would be in agreement, we'll entertain that as a motion. It's a B1. Would we take that first? Then we would drop back to the A, the 2A, I guess.
You're looking for a motion on that?
Yes, please.
So moved.
All right.
Second.
Okay, good. And all in favor of that change in the agenda, raise your right hand. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, then we've approved our minutes now, and then our Madam Secretary, if you would go ahead and introduce the first motion, the first application.
All right. This first application is for the Historic District, and this couple have been before us before. They're the Groats. They live at 338 Horry Street Southeast, and thank you for adjusting things. They have a little one that they thought would be better served in a quick turnaround. Okay, so the applicants are requesting approval for the following renovations at 338 Horry Street Southeast, and I forgot to say that their agent is Jeff Burden, and he's actually going to be the agent for all three historic applications tonight. Okay. The demolition of an existing solarium located at the rear of the house, and it's restructuring for a screen porch, I think it's screened, or a porch under the existing second floor bedroom. Oh, that's right. Can you find it? Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, we can find them. We just need to scroll right on through to the next one,
Yeah.
Paula.
There you go. All right, the reconstruction or replacement of the garage using clapboard with a gray standing seam metal roof, half-round gutters, and new double-hung simulated divided light windows to match the existing house, and the revision of a family room on the north side of the house with a new fireplace. All of these are in an effort to retain the old historic charm of the existing house. These things have been added and changed over the years, and so the new owners wish to just make things more historically correct.
All right, and I think we have the applicant or the applicant's architect here tonight. if you'll identify yourself, please. And I think we're using the center. Are we using? Yeah.
Jeff Burden, 164 Market Street, Charleston, South Carolina. Jeffrey Burden Design. Happy to answer any questions. We brought this before the working session last time. Just to echo what Susan was saying, we're basically removing the portions that of the structure that were built in the 70s and 80s and bringing things back in line, hopefully with the spirit of the vernacular traditional house that was there.
Right. Any questions? And a lot of this is not even visible from the street, from the front.
And you can denote the portions that would be demolished are in the sort of salmon color.
Yeah.
Color-coded coincidentally. The pink color, which is an historic National Trust color. Say the new inserts, so to speak, and what's removed would be painted the same, the traditional historical color.
Okay. Okay. Do y'all have, I think having the informal presentation of the work session is helpful ahead of time, especially when you're unplugging things and plugging things back in. Most people have a pretty good understanding of what y'all are trying to accomplish here.
Is the new garage going to be used as a garage?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the new garage is essentially, in terms of proportion, envelope and so forth, very much consistent with what's already there. It's just going to be in a little bit more of a traditional language and arguably a little bit better built.
It's actually a carport or something now, is that right?
It's actually a garage, but it's challenged.
But you're reconstructing it?
There's portions of it that'll need to be replaced and so forth, so.
Okay.
If, in terms of demolition, it would be actually, because eventually we'll be applying for demolition permits, so it's,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right. If we don't have any other questions, we'll go ahead and excuse you and see if anyone else would like to speak regarding the application. Here at the Pink House at Orley Street. Not seeing anyone, I think we could go ahead and have a motion, and then y'all can discuss the application if you want.
Mr. Chairman, with respect to application number 16-039, I move that we approve this application as submitted.
Second.
Second.
Okay. All righty. We have a motion and a second, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory. We'll go ahead then if we've got a motion and a second. All in favor? Raise your right hand. Okay. It's approved.
All right, so are you ready to move ahead or back or whichever way
Well,
we're moving?
yeah, now we go to 2A, I think.
Okay, this is in the Old Aiken Overlay District. It's an application for new construction at 255 Lawrence Street Southwest. The applicants are Alexandria, oops, I forgot an E. Okay. Alexandria and Stephen Neese, location 255 Lawrence Street Southwest. The applicants are requesting approval for the construction of a 1.5-story, single-family home on the lot at 255 Lawrence. Materials for the construction includes a raised concrete slab foundation with a half, but maybe lower, brick wall. Hardy plank or stucco siding, but I think they've said they like the hardy plank better. Simulated divided light vinyl windows, a carriage-style garage door, a craftsman-style front door, 8-inch square wood columns with 12-inch square brick supports on the porches and architectural shingles. The front porch has a gable roof, and the garage and side porches have shed roofs as of this point. The total square footage under roof is 1,324 with 880 heated square feet. This house is the last of 4 being built on divided property behind number 10 Downing Street. This lot has a driveway entrance on Lawrence Street and the house will be located approximately 320 feet from the Lawrence Street right-of-way.
Okay, thank you. And now, you have someone who's going to be representing the Stevens, actually, Stephen and Alexandria. Is it Alexandria? Yeah. Would y'all like to come forward, or your contractor, whoever would like to, if you'll come and you can just tell us your name. Here.
Venice.
Okay.
Alexandria niece.
Buddy Stevens.
Mr. Stevens. Good. And now I think you may have something, maybe a change in the front elevation
Y'all all
that
have
Susan.
one. I hope
Okay,
you
we
do.
have it now.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you may not,
I
but
don't believe I
everybody
do,
else
but I'm
does.
familiar with it. Okay. Okay, you have that. I think they revised the front slightly. It looks to me like that instead of the large gable, it's a smaller gable. Thank you. And if I can interpret the sketch, the brick wall is not a half wall so much as a quarter wall, more like 18 inches to right under the window probably.
That's right.
And I think rather than it just stopping at the end so that it's just almost like it's painted on, it turns and will cover the side porch and then go down to the first window on the garage side, probably. Is that about right?
Yeah, we could, that can be done.
So that kind of gives you an explanation of the revised front. And is there anything else y'all wanted to add?
Well, we went over today. Okay.
There may be some changes on, they're still working a little bit on interior plans, but maybe we're just really concerned with the front view and probably the right-hand north side. But it is what did we say, 200 feet back?
320.
300 feet back, yeah.
Did you mention that the side porch roof has changed to a gable?
Yeah, that's something that on the revised elevation, it's a gable rather than a shed porch roof. Do y'all have any questions? None? Okay. All righty. What we'll do then, we'll excuse you all and then again ask if anyone else wanted to speak with regard to this application, 255 Lawrence Street, with some changes on the front. Yeah. Okay. Don't see any. Do y'all want to make a motion and then discuss further?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that application 16-001029 be approved as submitted with the change to the, is that the front facade?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? And if they do change a window here and there, of course, I think it might be that it's in the rear elevation. That doesn't really need any kind of approval from us. Yeah, so,
But if there is anything else visible, I think we talked about possible administrative approval
okay,
as far as window placement goes.
okay, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, well, all in favor of the application with the change in the facade, raise your right hand. Okay. All righty, we're approved on that, thank you. And let's see, we got two more here. B2, is that right, Susan?
Okay, all right. Our next application is also in the Historic District. It's application number 16-040. Once again, Jeff Burden is the applicant. The owners are Pam and Rob Johnston, location 606 South Boundary Avenue Southeast. The applicant is requesting approval for the extension of the existing decorative door frame and porch. This extension will be on an existing porch floor and steps. All work will match the existing motif as shown on the drawings. There will be a barrel vaulted interior ceiling and black shingles to match the house.
All right, I'll go ahead and ask if you all would, someone, maybe Jeff, can give us your name again, Jeff?
Burden, 164 Market Street, Charleston.
Okay. And the interesting thing about this, it already has the porch
Right, it has a porch floor without.
without a roof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
makes you wonder if it had a roof at one time.
You know, it looks to me it's, sort of- I'm not sure where the decision came from, but, you know, there's enough space, and you just wonder why they didn't. It sort of looks like a dog that ran into the back of a car.
A Pekingese front door. Okay, yeah.
One edit, Susan, it's minor, but there won't be any shutters. There's, you know,
Okay.
it could be I may have put that in.
Shutters where?
There's no shutters.
Oh, did I say shutters? Oh, my goodness. Sorry about that.
Want to make it confusing.
Where did I say that? Hey, I wouldn't be surprised at anything I do right now.
No, I think you're doing fine. Everyone's glad you're here.
Thank you.
Okay.
We won't really, the front door has a full semicircular transom as opposed to a moon-shaped one. We really won't be able to do a front, you know, that echoes that because it would just look strange. So the barrel vault will be on the interior.
Yeah. So it'll be a sort of cathedral ceiling up in this
Inside,
porch.
yeah, we'll do a tongue and groove,
A slope.
half semicircle on the inside barrel vault. Actually, hopefully going to be able to take off even the motif, the vase, the Greek vase motif, and bring it out when we replicate on the outside.
Everybody understand what we're doing here? And again, we were at a work session last month, I think, so that helps. Good.
No
Thank you.
changes, just the drawings for it now.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and, for the record, I'll ask if anybody would like to speak with regard to this application. And if not, we can have a motion.
Mr. Chairman, with respect to application number 16-040, I move that we approve this application as submitted.
All right.
Second.
Okay, is any further discussion? Okay, all in favor, raise your right hand. All right, approved.
Okay. Our final application tonight is for the Historic District. Applicant Jeff Burden, owner Kevin Wilhelm, location 722 Highland Park Drive. The applicant is requesting approval for an addition, a bedroom addition, and other renovations at 722 Highland Park. A new master suite will be located on the east side of the existing house using painted brick, reused double-hung windows, and matching black architectural shingles. All shutters will be painted off-white, and a new front door frame will be added. Finally, a continuous eave will be added to the existing carport, and Bahama-style shutters will be added to the sides of the carport. So this has been kind of an ongoing project with the new owners for a while, and we've also got a color scheme on the back of the application, just to show you possibilities of colors to be used in a look that they're going for.
All right, and then I think we will need to have you come. We should have let you just stay there, I guess.
Today, so no problems.
Okay,
Jeff Burden, 164 Market Street, Charleston, South Carolina. Jeffrey Burden Design.
good. Okay, any questions here on this addition?
From what was in the working session. Hopefully, there'll also be some substantial re-landscaping as well to sort of knit the whole piece
Yeah.
in. And the Wilhelms are here. Did not bring their children, so.
Could've got out early.
Yeah.
Now, there's no change in the little wall, at the front, the gate or anything like that either?
No, the only thing we were thinking of doing is just, and it's noted on there, is just adding lamps to the top of the posts. And I think, the other thing that would be substantive would be plant material and so forth. I think the Wilhelms have wisely sort of held off in terms of re-landscaping substantially until everything was done.
Yeah.
And to work off the massing and so forth. So we talked about the tree form, on that long piece, that has the two windows on it.
Right.
The other suggestion, and I think it was yours, which was a nice one, was to possibly have trees lining the fence on the street side, just to create a little bit of transition, which the house lacks right now.
Yes.
It's a long house. Oddly enough, I think adding something on the right side, it's not symmetrical, but, it sort of has a tendency to balance and weigh down now, knit that in.
Right.
We'll also be reusing, hopefully, the windows that we'll be removing, which are 1960s, but they're traditional double-hung windows. If any are damaged, we would just replace with simulated divided light, still in the, replicating what was there.
Good. All right, thank you, Jeff. And again, we invite anyone who'd like to speak with regard to this application, 722 Highland Park Drive. And I don't see anyone, so we can entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, with respect to application 16-041 in our historic overlay district, I make a motion that we approve for an addition and other reservations at 722 Highland Park, at 722 Highland Park Drive as submitted.
Second.
All right. Okay, any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Okay, it's approved. And thank you for bringing it in, and thank you for coming to work session previously, too. I think that's it for tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, meeting is adjourned.